So though we're approaching the end of July, do not expect for the fireworks to slow down in terms of recruiting, because that's exactly why we're here today talking. Because the Oklahoma Sooners continue their impressive month of July, adding in yet another top 300 player, this time four-star cornerback out the state of Washington, Jasiah Wagoner. Today, we need to break down what this means for the Oklahoma Sooners, why this is a big deal, and everything in between. But before we do, as always, y'all know the drill. I need to hear from you. Hop down to the comments, Y for yes, N for no. Are you excited that Wagoner commits to the Oklahoma Sooners? And let me know what you're thinking. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification as I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you enjoyed this content, I'd love for you to join the channel. We have a great community and we're pushing towards 15,000 subscribers, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. But having said all that, let's jump right into this, because this is a fantastic win. Look, anytime you can get in a four-star prospect, you're already over the moon. But if it's a top 300 player in the 24/7 Sports composite, that's saying something. And Jasiah Wagoner is a prospect that needs to excite the Oklahoma fan base, because if you watch his film, that's the exact way I'd describe his game. Exciting. If he's on offense, he's making huge plays, whether that's from the running back position, certainly from the wide receiver position. But being that he's a cornerback, most of you are probably wondering, what's he like on the defensive side of the ball? And good news there's a lot to be excited about. First and foremost, y'all know me, I love guys who set the tone in terms of physicality on the defensive side of the football. And this is a cornerback who does not shy away from contact. He is willing to go up and make the hits. And at the cornerback position, that is so important, because running backs are going to try and get to the edge so that they're in one-on-ones with cornerbacks. And if you have a corner that's not scared of contact, that will go up and lay the wood, you're more likely than not to win those battles. And that's why you have to be excited when there's a cornerback in high school who's already showing the willingness to come up and lay those hits. So that's the first thing that I saw that I loved. I like that in any corners film I watch. If you're willing to come up and make the tackle, already a check mark from me. The other reason I would be very excited about Jasiah Wagoner if I was an Oklahoma fan is his understanding of zone coverages already at the high school level. And what I mean when I say that is several times in his film, he would be charged with an underneath zone. He would see a weapon, a receiver, a tight end, going to the zone behind him, realizing he can make a play, and he would drop his zone assignment and then go make an interception. He did so several times, which says to me he has an understanding of his zone coverages, the zone coverages of everybody in the defense, and how to maximize the effectiveness of this. And the third reason why I think Oklahoma fans need to be very excited kind of plays off of reason number two. Because in reason number two, we're talking about his understanding of zone coverages, in which he's able to cover his zone, see that a play may be able to be made in a deeper zone, ditch his assignment, and then go make an interception, because he's just a ball player. That's what you love to see. But the third thing we're going to talk about is his ability to make that interception. And he gets a lot of interceptions. Look, I already talked about it. This is someone who's utilized on the offensive side of the ball, on the special team side of the ball, and on defense, he's a ball hawk. If you have a guy that understands zone coverages, that's not afraid to lay contact, and can get the quarterback to throw bad passes and capitalize off those bad passes, that's a prospect you need to watch. And when you put them all together, I think Oklahoma got a really solid cornerback, someone that the nation needs to be very aware of. Because Jasiah Wagoner comes in as a top 250 player in all of high school football, regardless of position, and a top 30 corner in the nation. I think this is someone who I'm very excited to see their senior season, how they continue to grow, but I think this is a great win for the Oklahoma Sooners, as this puts them as the number 8 recruiting class in the nation, with the season just around the corner. But what does this mean for Oklahoma's recruiting class? We already talked about it, puts you at number 8, but this gives you 17 prospects in this class, which means your class is in a fantastic shape heading into the season. You don't have 15, 20 recruits you have to worry about trying to get into your class. You can pick and choose who you like, and you're already involved in several more battles and may be able to pull some other big-time prospects before the season ever gets here. So because of that, Oklahoma is sitting in a really good spot. And one thing we need to realize is, if we look around college football right now, first-year head coaches are destroying the narrative that they're going to take time to get their recruiting classes right. Brent Venables and the Oklahoma Sooners are recruiting at a very high level. Dan Lanning in Oregon landed a 5-star quarterback and looked to continue recruiting at a strong level in that class. And Marcus Freeman in Notre Dame needs no introduction right now. Go check out their recruiting class. Go check out the battles they're in. You're going to be impressed. But I bring that to your attention because so many people have said that because Brent Venables is a first-year head coach, it's going to take him a long time to get his recruiting classes together. I thought that that wouldn't be the case whenever we saw him not only get a top 10 recruiting class in short time frame last recruiting cycle, but also a top 10 class in transfer portal acquisitions. In my opinion, any question about Brent Venables and his recruiting was answered right then and there. I didn't need to see anything else, and that's why when we talk about Oklahoma vaulting up the recruiting board in the month of July, you don't see me surprised, because in my opinion, those questions were all answered when he came in with no time left on the clock, put with his back against the wall, and still fought Oklahoma to a top 10 recruiting class and a top 10 class in transfer portal acquisitions. All questions about recruiting were then answered for me on this staff. That's why I'm not surprised at all to see them recruiting at the level they are. But Jasiah Wagoner, great win for the Oklahoma Sooners. Love the physicality he plays with. I love his understanding of zone concepts. I mean, really and truly, go check out his film. It's going to be something that catches your eye. You'll see him on an assignment, break off of his assignment, and go get an interception because he understands the zone coverages that are called. If you have that understanding and you're just a baller, you can make those type of plays. That's something I really love. And the third thing is being able to make that play. Having the football ability to be able to make that interception and then make something positive after it. I think this is a very exciting prospect, one Oklahoma fans are going to be very excited about. Hop down to the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. That's it. See ya.